In this video, you will know why some mixed development land, like this, will become a private condo and what are the telltale signs to identify one. Stick around to know more. So first thing first, we need to identify what is a integrated transport hub. So mixed development for typical land, you will be seeing here in the light blue color in the master plan. It is only a residential above and commercial element below. So it can be a BTO or a private condo. But for those mixed development, likely will be beside an MRT station. We are calling this an ITH. But not all are also ITH. Let me explain. Okay, so an ITH is actually a mixture of MRT, residential, a shopping mall, and a bus interchange. This is the indication shown by LTA. So residential element is not compulsory because places like Ang Mo Kio Hub, Payoh Hub also have aircon bus interchange, but it doesn't have a residential element above. But for those who have, that means that there will be residential above, staying right above a bus interchange. So places like Sengkang, Jurong Point, Hillian, and the latest Reserve residents will enjoy the conveniences of direct transition to bus interchange in the future. So these are what we call ITH, Integrated Transport Hub. So the existing ones, you'll be looking at Ang Mo Kio, Payoh, Bedok, Sengkang, Serangoon, Bukit Panjang, Jurong Point, Clementi, Woodlands, just opened in the basement, Woodleigh, also just opened, and Joo Koon and Yishun. For the one that's upcoming, you'll be looking at Pasir Ris, Jurong East, Choa Chu Kang, the Tampines Avenue 11 mixed development, and the Reserve residence in Beauty World. So what is the purpose of building an ITH? So I believe the government is trying to create amenities like shopping mall, community center and hawker center, including the MRT convenience and the bus interchange in a town center usually to cater for the residents to use. So ITH is a very unique form of, I would say, kind of property that is not common in Singapore. And make a guess, when is the last time HDB built such property? Meaning, the shopping mall above is not a private condo. It is a BTO. Okay, give you 5 seconds to go and think. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, it's in Clementi. So Clementi, you can see from the map here, it is a shopping mall. We call it the Clementi Mall. Then right across the street will be the existing Clementi MRT station, which is going to be a interchange with Cross Island Line. Very interesting. So below, they also built an aircon bus interchange. But above is a BTO called Clementi Towers. So all in all, what I'm trying to derive at is, this likely or will be the last time HDB built an ITH for the public to use. Reasons like maybe the profit margin is not so high or the government is trying to ask private developer to build amenities. That is why the recent ones, you will usually see private developer building it. So examples like Hillian Mall in Bukit Panjang, Jurong Point, the Reserve residence, and the upcoming Tampines Avenue 11, those are all the same concept, aircon bus interchange, shopping mall, direct access to MRT, but yet above is a private residential. So, what is the number one clue to identify whether this is a ITH? We talk about ITH first, huh? So ITH, remember, it must have an aircon bus interchange, it must have direct access to MRT station, have a shopping mall, very important, and there's a residential above. So for any land that is beside an MRT, and you will see a mixed development land drawn and reserved for it, you got to identify whether do they build these buildings as well. So for example, you need to see do they build community center, police station, hawker center? So these three are the ones that will tell you that this development or this land itself will likely be a ITH. I give you an example. So for Yishun, we see that this is North Point, and below will be North Point City, which is a shopping mall. It is attached to a bus interchange, which is air conditioned at the level 1, and above is private condo. Right opposite the development will be Yishun MRT. So this is the ITH. But what is another thing that you might not be able to notice is that this development or the developer is required to build the community center as well. So you can see that this is a partial requirement for the developer to build if they are awarded this mixed development land. So again, if you find value in my videos, please drop a comment below and tell me what you'd like me to do next. So the big question is, you have seen this picture for Tengah Central, drawn by HTV, showing residential above, shopping mall below, bus interchange in the basement, and it's right beside Tengah Central MRT. How to determine that this mixed development, or either one of them, is a confirmed private condo? So let's take a look. If you look at the master plan right now, you'll be able to see that one of the light blue color land has a red color zoning, a red color plot of land cut out right beside this mixed D. So what is this red color land zoned for? So just click it and you can see that it's actually zoned for civic and community institution. So what does it mean? It means that it is zoned for a community center. So remember, the telltale sign of the existing private development or private ITH will have police station, hawker center, and CC. So this land falls into that category, whereby below is bus interchange, shopping mall, aircon, and right beside MRT. So to me, I think this land will likely be a private ITH. But why am I telling you all of this? What does it do with Lumina Grand or Altura, or the EC that's surrounding in Tengah itself? So take a look. If this land, where is the ITH of Tengah, is going to be launched as a private condo, how much will it be selling as an entry price for new launch next year? Because the land is not sold yet, so the approval will likely take 1 to 1.5 years for them to approve for sale. And let's say they are able to sell in 2025, which is next year end. How much do you think they will sell at? The per square feet wise. I give you a little bit of context. Jayden, which is the former J-Cube, already transacted average about $2,450 PSF at the highest peak of 2,007 per square feet. So Jurong East, okay, is beside Jurong East MRT station, beside the new transformation of Jurong Lake District, and people are buying in at this per square feet. Quite scary, right? Jurong East selling at about 2,005 per square feet. So Jurong East has its perks because it's right beside Jurong Lake District. But Tengah, especially Tengah Central, will have another perk because we are right beside Jurong Innovation District, which is, maybe I can say, the next one off. So what happened is that maybe the developer of the Tengah Central give a bit of discount. Maybe they launch at 2002 to 2003 per square feet as a maybe Chinese New Year discount. Okay, so what happened is that we are still cheaper than Jurong East. Okay, but mind you, Jayden, in context, they are not an ITH because firstly, it do have a private condo above, maybe a few units of shopping area below, but it doesn't build a bus interchange. So it is not considered ITH, but the one in Tengah is. So if Jayden is going to sell 2005, they might need to exit minimum a 2008 to 2009 per square feet in order to break even and get some profit. So what if the Tengah Central, the condo selling at 2003, for example, they just need to exit maybe about 2006, 2007, Still lower than Jurong East, Jayden per se, but it is 2007 in Tengah itself. Okay, so this will set the condo price for Tengah already. Then what does it link to Lumina Grand? Lumina Grand and Altura is selling at average 1,450 to about 1,005 per square feet. So at the end of the day, they don't need to sell 2007 to profit. They just need to sell at the minimum of $2,000. So from 1,005 jumping to $2,000 per square feet, there is a net profit PSF gain at about 500 per square feet. And mind you, the year you can sell for Lumina Grand and Altura is 2023. Oh no, the year you can sell for Lumina and Altura is 2032. So at that year, selling 2,000 per square feet, I think is a bit too low. Especially you're selling at today's new launch condo pricing, but 8 years later. So my story or bottom line is, buying Lumina Grand or Altura, definitely the upside is almost guaranteed because there is a lot of new future land parcel coming up, especially big exciting mixed developments. Near Tengah Central, Hongkar will be the one that's kicking start the price of mixed development in Tengah. And not forgetting, there's one more, which I touched on before, in Brickland MRT. If you want to see my 7 things that you never hear agents say, click on this card, you will see a video there. So bottom line is, entering an EC at 1,004 to 1,005 per square feet in the West still have much room for appreciation. Places like Hongkar, Tengah Central, Brickland, and many more white site in Jurong East is coming to launch in the future. What if you see all these land selling at the price that which I stated earlier? Will you be sitting on big pot of gold when you get to sell? Thanks for watching. If you need any assistance on your journey to buy an EC, please contact me. My contact will be in the description below. And see you in the next one.